You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. Okay, so let's do a quick overview of what we're getting inside the box, but also what we're having when it comes to the specifications. So first of all, the mini PC looks kind of cool. I love this gray look. It does have an okay feel to it. It's a cheap budget mini PC. At the front, we're going to get ourselves the on-off switch. To USB 3 though, I was happy with front USBs. You can see at the side we're having ventilation, and off the same goes for the bottom part. You can also see the fan itself. And at the back having the HDMI, another HDMI, RJ45, another 2 USB ports and the input for the power supply, and even a headphone jack out. Okay, so I must give them extra kudos the way how they package everything up. I have got myself a lot of, let's say, AliExpress mini PCs, and the boxes were very flimsy and very basic, but also come with a different price tag. So let's check out what comes in box number 1. So in box number 1 we're getting the mounting bracket and a very nice long HDMI cable. Is this a high speed? Doesn't say anything else. It does say that the Ethernet inside. Okay, so this is in high speed. And then the power supply. The power supply is European, and when you're ordering these things, take consideration you also need to get yourself the right power supply. The power supply is just a basic one, 12 volt, 3.0 amps itself. So nothing very fancy over there. So it comes even with a warranty card, and that's it. Can you unfold it? No. Anything else? Yoo-hoo! No, nothing. Let's check out what is in here. The tribute to innovation. Ooh, some fancy words. And what, as I said, friendly reminder. The safety warning and precautions. And an overview about the device. How you need to connect it. And you can just actually see in here already that it does have like even a 16 gigabyte. Oh boy. The device itself comes with the Intel 12th generation Alder Lake N100. That's basically a quad core or a 4 cores with 4 threads with a maximum clock of 3.4 GHz. The GPU is an Intel UHD and it runs on 750 MHz, 32 GB RAM support. But unfortunately we have limited storage space in this machine. So with some emulation, let's start off with some Xbox Classic and native resolution. And the overall performance was not like really great, but we could actually boot up the game and just play it. PlayStation 2 emulation is at that point that we can finally play this on a very cheap mini PC with this particular chip inside. But okay, you don't need to be trying to be even like upscaling it. It will not work that great. But we had some great performance, of course depending a little bit of what kind of games you're actually playing.
Round 2.
And if you wonder, can we actually emulate some PlayStation 3 on this? Yeah, I've been trying to load up a certain game, but it is absolutely a pointless situation here that it takes like forever even to boot up. So no, there's no PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 emulation possible on the N100. However, PlayStation 3 was not possible. PlayStation Portable is. We can mess around with the backend with different kind of, let's say, different drivers. DirectX 3D11 or Vulkan if you want to. But the thing is, 3 times resolution. Let's load it up and let's see how the overall performance is. GameCube is now possible to play on this particular tiny mini PC, but we only having native resolution. Upscaling is absolutely out of the question, but it's kind of cool to actually see that we can finally play some GameCube on these things. And also a quick test of the Wii game Sonic Colors with the native resolution. And yep, we do have an overall okay performance where it does dips down to sometimes even 24 FPS, but it stabilizes very quickly. Nevertheless, we do have an overall okay performance when it comes to Wii. And of course, depending what kind of a game you're in the end going to be playing. Okay, for the test I wanted also check out is some Sega Dreamcast, and with 1280x960 resolution it was the one I got with the best overall 60 FPS stable performance. All the other ones I tried, even full HD, I didn't get like a good overall performance there with a lot of dips to the point that I found those games not really enjoyable anymore. But okay, so if you're just checking out what kind of game can I actually play on this, there's a lot of great performance with Emulation. Of course the old school stuff will run just fine, 8-bit, 16-bit stuff, but it also can play this nowadays on cheaper game boxes. And that's the reason I would mainly want to focus with the Windows platform, what can we do when it comes to GameCube and all the other stuff. Later on we'll do some more testing with certain games in combination with some old school stuff. So stay tuned, subscribe and hit that little bell. So for a budget mini PC, I'm quite surprised the way how this thing looks, but also when it comes to the overall emulation performance and gaming. Of course, this thing is not like really dedicated to gaming, but you can actually play some things on this. And let's say the cheaper mini PCs with, let's say, basic overall, let's say, specs are getting way better now. That's quite interesting, but this is really worth picking up. That is something you need to decide. Thank you all for watching, consider subscribing, and it would be great to see you in the next video.